Men in Black.
We are a rumor. Recognizable only as deja vu and dismissed just as quickly.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down 10 best and worst things about Men in Black International.
What happened here?
We had the best party. Kanye showed up and dropped like a whole new album. Look around, we got our asses kicked.
For this list, we're taking a look at what the fourth installment of the MIB franchise did well, and what it failed to execute. Warning, mild spoilers ahead. Best, it doesn't take itself too seriously. Look, we here at Watch Mojo love a good existential sci-fi movie that questions the meanings of the universe and why we're all here. But honestly, who wants that in a Men in Black movie? Luckily, Men in Black International understands that, and just tries to give the audience a good time. Kicking alien butt and getting to use cool gadgets has rarely looked more fun than in the Men in Black movies. And if you liked that in the other movies, there's certainly more of that here. Think of it as the Men in Black franchise going the way of the Fast and Furious films. Exotic locales, over-the-top action scenes, and just enough giggles to keep you satisfied. Not much more.
We are the Men in Black.
Worst, no real conflict.
MIB, you Carillion scum.
Conflict comes and goes in Men in Black International like the changing of the seasons. It seems at every turn, H&M get a lucky break in the face of the many villains they encounter. Every conflict is solved with implausible ease for the convenience of advancing the story, with unacknowledged background characters inexplicably swooping in to save the day. This inevitably undermines the qualifications of our protagonists, making them seem wildly unprepared for adversity. And don't even get us started on the whole RZA thing. Best, callbacks and Easter eggs.
We are the best kept secret in the universe.
I know. I want in.
It's 2019. Do you really think a movie can exist without a few nods to other media? Yeah, if you were expecting some sort of nod to Agent K and Agent J from the original trilogy, you should probably keep an eye out for the art in High T's office. One of the paintings shown sees Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones's characters fighting off some alien scum in what looks to be an epic battle. Also featured in the movie are the Worm Guys, who are seen walking past Agent M on the subway.
Agent M, we may have a problem.
Finally, what kind of Chris Hemsworth movie would it be if we didn't get a reference to the God of Thunder?
Looks like the tables have turned.
Someone get this guy a bigger hammer. Worst, tried too hard to be contemporary.
Are you saying that you need me to save the world?
Oh snap! Oh snap!
Not so.
As is often the case with reboots and remakes of old classics, the film tries a little too hard to appeal to a contemporary audience. Rife with throwaway references to pop culture, the film inadvertently dates itself by inserting nods to celebrities like Ariana Grande and Childish Gambino, politics, and film. In addition, the transparent attempts at wokeness appear seriously disingenuous. While the movie could have challenged the status quo when it comes to action films, the social and political insinuations come off as meaningless fodder.
You really think a black suit is going to solve all your problems?
No, but looks damn good on you.
Best, alien designs.
See, we protect the Earth. And that means everyone and everything on it. Yeah.
If you're a fan of the Men in Black franchise, you know that one of its main draws is all the crazy alien creatures. You might be pleased to hear that MIB International features some of the coolest alien designs of the whole series. Walking around the MIB headquarters, we spotted more than a few eccentric creatures, including tentacled monsters, little puffballs, and employees with an abnormal number of eyes. Of course, the film's villains, otherwise known as the Twins, were another visual highlight, even if otherwise underused.
We've never faced a threat like the Hive. They can take the form of anyone.
Worst, relied too much on comic relief.
Felt good.
Kumail Nanjiani's performance as Pawnee is certainly the brightest spot for the movie. Don't get us wrong, and we'll delve into that later on this list, but the script relies too heavily on him as the only source of comedic relief. Aside from adorable character design and witty repartee, his addition offers very little substance for the amount of screen time he's given, and ultimately doesn't do the character justice. While he does ultimately help H&M defeat the villainous Hive, Pawnee deserved better than this. Best, chemistry.
The men and women in black.
Say what you want about the characters of Agent M and Agent H, but we could truly watch Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson star in movies together forever. With Men in Black International, Hemsworth and Thompson have really become an unlikely pairing that really works, bringing charm and light humor to a movie that otherwise wouldn't really have much. The prospect of a Men in Black International 2 is still up in the air, but if it ever comes to be, we'd hope to see these two back in action, although hopefully with a better script.
I'm driving. That really should be here.
Worst, character backstory.
I found you, which makes me perfect for this job.
The character motivation in this iteration of MIB is imperceptible. H is a carbon copy of the typical bad boy archetype, soaked in arrogance with a laissez-faire attitude that would drive any real-life colleagues insane. The problem? There's virtually no explanation for his terrible behavior. He's hailed as a legend at MIB, but with his unprofessionalism on full display, it's hard for the audience to imagine why. Similarly, Tessa Thompson's M is given so little character exposition that her motivations are as covert as the organization she so desperately wants to be a part of. Note to producers, one flashback scene to our protagonist as a child is not enough for us to sympathize with them. Sorry.
You erased my parents' memories, but you didn't get mine.
Not quite at the end yet. Almost there though. Just be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. Alright, back to business. Best Pawnee.
I pledge loyalty eternal to you, Agent M.
No, I'm not interested in a subject.
Too late. It's done. I already pledged the loyalty. I wish you'd said no before.
Surprisingly, the Thor Ragnarok duo was not what stole the show in this new flick. The smallest character on the cast list packed the biggest punch through the whole runtime, as Kumail Nanjiani proved to be the perfect casting for the alien character of Pawnee.
Chris and Tessa have to, step into the shoes of Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones. That's a lot to live up to. I didn't have to do that. I just showed up, had fun, goofed around with them, went home.
We're on the side of the Arizona Republic, who thinks that Pawnee should just get his own movie. Let's make this happen, people. Worst, pacing.
Catching up on my daily meditation. Time for lunch, I think. You hungry?
MIB International has a serious pacing issue. As previously stated, conflict is squashed as quickly as it arises, and many moments in the film seem inconsequential in the grand scheme of the story. We know we said not to get us started on that whole RZA thing, but here it goes. Why bring the movie to a screeching halt for 20 minutes to familiarize us with a boring, one-dimensional archetype character who has little to no bearing on the story? It feels a lot like the producers were more interested in checking boxes on a list of action movie tropes and not bringing anything new to the franchise. Or the genre, for that matter. The focus should have been on bringing the action, and not abruptly derailing it.
Are you suggesting that we try the most powerful weapon in the galaxy for fun?
Do it.
Press the button. Turn it up a few.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.